Alright, we are now on turn 6. This is going to be a replay of the Entente moves. British Expeditionary Force on the Western Front begins to strike back. That German corps takes a pretty big beating. The French move up to exploit it. That German cavalry corps that stuck its neck out is paying the price now. French get some good hits on it. So as you can see, we've now got a pretty good bulge in the line of the German army. If we can hold that line, we'll have them in a pretty nice little pickle, but that'll be easier said than done. Belgium still looks a little precarious up north. That pretty much wraps up the moves for the Western Front this turn, except for maybe a little more rearranging of the line. You'll notice that this little pocket right here might potentially give the Germans some trouble further down the line. They may pull back and look for more defensive positions. Serbian front, the Serbs are just kind of rearranging a little bit. Their forces have been beaten up pretty bad the last couple of turns, trying to get the headquarters in place for better supply usage. This is East Prussia. Alright, Galicia, where most of the action happens this turn. Russia starts really striking hard and fast. That breaks the entrenchment at Limburg. And now Brusilov's 8th Army starts to attack. You can see they're gradually pulling back to defend that long supply line. So it's some heavy losses, but Limburg falls. That'll be very good for hurting Austrian morale. That battle goes awry for the Russians. That one's a little better. Those German corps tend to be pretty tough on the defense. So you can kind of see from this snapshot that Austria's built a pretty good defensive line further back. Remesel will be a little bit of a difficulty to hold, perhaps, because of where it's situated. We're going to do our best. The nice thing about fighting against the Austrians is those mountain passes tend to be difficult to maneuver in. We got our first sub on destroyer action here, up in the very northern reaches of the Atlantic. That wraps up our turn. So pretty big turn for Russia that in Austria. Russia inflicts a pretty nice little blow. Destroy one German and one Austrian corps that turn. So here you can see a little notification that Limburg was captured. Austro-Hungarian morale dropped due to that. The fall of Limburg actually encourages Romanian ambitions, which makes them move a little closer to the Entente diplomatically. That wraps up our replay for this turn. Hope you enjoyed.